Hello, it's Jeff. Again, I was diagnosed with MS in 2011. Um, One thing I want to talk about is, and I know other people have experienced this, is the not understanding of the disease. I find it extremely frustrating when I talk to friends, family, even some doctors that I've talked to. If they don't know the disease, a lot of times they don't understand it. I mean, it's hard for people who even have MS to understand it. And it's not really as much understanding it as it is learning to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. Like, one of the issues I had really bad was balance, and I know a lot of other people have balance too. Whether their feet and legs are numb, or whether they have problems with their brain communicating to the legs to tell them just to do what people just do naturally, and that's being able to walk. It can be really bad. I was actually to a point where I was almost on it with a cane. And throughout the years of dealing with the balance issues, I've one thing that I've done, which I recommend for anybody who has issues with balance and with their legs, is to exercise. Whether it be a light exercise or whether you can run, I just think it's so important, because I know that it's helped me in years throughout the years of by exercising to help strengthen my legs and being able to keep my balance a lot better. I used to, it's a drunken disease, where I've thought of a shirt saying, I'm not drunk, I just have MS. Because I used to walk like I was drunk. And I know a lot of people, especially in workplaces, can get in trouble because people think that they've been drinking, when in fact it's just a symptom, a really bad symptom of the disease. But anyway, it's since exercising, since strengthening my legs, and since constantly focusing on having to keep my balance and be aware of how I walk, where I'm walking, and actually even how other people are walking around me. When I'm in a big crowded area, I'm always paying attention. Pay attention to where people are standing next to me. You don't want them to bump into you, because you're trying to maintain your own balance, much less have to worry about somebody else's feet getting tangled up with you, or them bumping you and knocking you off your balance. So it's very difficult as far as that goes. I have gotten 100 times better, again, by exercising. Huge deal. It's funny because I just went in, actually had a relapse about a week ago, and it was my first relapse that I've had in 5 years. So that's great, but on the other hand, I wish I never had any of them, because it was a doozer. I had vertigo really bad, and it's tough to tell people that you have vertigo, because, well, for instance, my dad had vertigo before, and first thing he was saying that I had something wrong with my ears, because I know for most people that's a big reason or a big cause of vertigo is they get something going on with their inner ear, and it causes imbalance in their brain, and that's how they get vertigo from it. Well, MS, you get it because of the fact you have lesions in your brain, and that's what causes it. And it was very difficult for me to explain it to him. In fact, I had to tell him like 3 or 4 times that, because he kept saying, well, what's causing it? Why can't they fix it? And it's like, not understanding that the lesions in my brain are what causing the vertigo. They just happened to, something set it off. I don't know what it was. We actually went into the emergency room. Again, even with the doctor there, I had a difficult time trying to tell a doctor that I had vertigo. For one thing, I could walk decently even with having vertigo, knowing that a lot of people have a very difficult time walking when they have vertigo, but these are people who also don't deal with balance issues on a daily basis. So I believe that by me having to deal with balance issues for years, and learning to kind of teach my mind and my body how to compensate for a lack of balance, that it helped when I had vertigo. And I had it really bad. And I've had it before, but not very strong. I just had little glimpses of vertigo, and this time it was really bad. It led into a bunch of other things as well. But anyway, so with my point being is, it's difficult to tell people what you're going through. And I've talked to many people who have MS, and they say the same thing, that you sometimes get a feeling that people almost don't even believe that you're going through some of the symptoms sometimes. And that's what makes it very frustrating. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, who have this disease have experienced some form of this, whether it be from family, friends, spouse, just people in your life. And it's hard to fault them, but on the same side, you wish they'd have a little bit more of an open mind on it. So it's hard, very difficult for them to understand, which is definitely no. So, but anyway, if any of you like to comment on this, appreciate it. Just this is mschoctalk.com, and leave your opinion on there. Thank you.